What's good, ladies and gents? Welcome to the MKO Pugilism Boxing channel, where we talk all things boxing. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Make sure you put the bell on all so you can be notified, the very second that we drop content on the channel. So yeah, coming up this weekend, we've got some action. We've got a Sky Sports card that's going to be headlined by Conor Benn versus Samuel Vargas. And we know Vargas is a guy that's he's a bit of a gatekeeper now at this point in his career. He has fought some big names, such as many people, boxing fans will remember, Amir Khan. He actually put Khan on the floor. He had Khan down. So he's a guy that's been he's mixed in decent company, but obviously he's not really a what we would call a world beater. And he's a guy that's as we said, he's a gatekeeper, as they were sort of saying on Sky. But for Conor Benn now, this is, for me, I believe, a real sort of step up fight where, if he is the real deal, he'll get through this guy. He'll beat this guy, and I want to say he'll beat the guy very clearly. He'll beat Vargas very clearly if he is the real deal. But I think this is also a contest where, if he's not the real deal, if he doesn't have what it takes, this is a fight that he could well lose, because Vargas is a guy that's gonna come forward. He's a guy that likes to soak up shots, and he's a guy that's very tough. He's a guy that can take a good shot. He can take a good whack. I don't think Conor Benn is the sort of biggest puncher. He's not really a big explosive puncher. He can hit a bit, he can punch a bit, but I think that's at a certain level, and it sort of remains to be seen. But I don't think he's a sort of big puncher. He's more of a sort of, I would say, a decent puncher. A decent puncher who will get you with an accumulation of shots, if anything. So I don't think he's going to be able to sort of get Vargas out of there. But if he looks good, beating Vargas over 12 rounds, I think that will definitely send a message to the rest of the division. I think that will definitely be a very good thing for his career, because this is his last fight. I think it was Formella. That was a good little step up fight as well. That guy had only lost to Sean Porter, so that was a good step up, and he'd done that very comfortably on points, was just that one step ahead all the time. And I think if we can get a similar performance out of Conor Benn, just being that one step ahead, using his boxing brain, using a very good sort of educated jab in this fight, keeping this guy Vargas out of the way, keeping him at arm's length. And if he could just outbox this guy and just win every round, I think that's what I'd be sort of looking for from him. And I think he's very capable of winning this fight. But I also believe that a guy like this, a guy like Vargas, he is going to be hungry, and he is going to be looking to upset the apple cart. He is going to be coming in there with ambition. He's not going to be coming in there to lose. He's not going to come in there to lay down. He's a very proud man, is Samuel Vargas, and he'll go into this knowing that, right, if I beat this Conor Benn guy, then the world opens up to me. It might lead in a few fights to maybe even a sort of world title opportunity, or a #1 contender, or it will lead to certain big fights for him, I believe, if Vargas was to win. And I think it will, for Benn, it will be a good stepping stone if he goes in there and wins. And for me personally, my prediction, as I've said, I reckon Conor Benn does this guy on points. I reckon it's probably going to be a quite a hard fought points decision, because I know that Vargas is going to come with a lot of ambition. He's going to come with a lot of drive, and I believe he's going to put Conor Benn under some pressure, perhaps quite a lot of pressure. I know that will be what his game plan will be going in. I don't think Vargas will be going in there thinking that, yeah, he can move around and he can win on points. I believe Vargas will be thinking, right, if I'm going to win this fight, I've got to stop this kid. I've got to get this kid out of here. I've got to make it as clear as possible. So that attitude that he's going to come forward, I think he's going to be very aggressive, because that's what I would want to do. That's what I would expect. And if I was in his shoes, I'd be doing the same thing. Just, you want to be coming forward, you want to put this kid under pressure. I'm sure he would have seen what happened with Avanesian and Kelly, and of course, yeah, okay, Avanesian is on sort of a different level to Vargas, but he'll see that, right, these young kids, they can buckle under pressure. These untested, these prospect types can buckle under pressure. So I think that's, for me, that's what Vargas will be looking to do. Stick it on him, put the pressure on Conor Benn. But we do have good signs from Benn, because one thing we know about him, he might not be the biggest puncher, but he can do the 12-round distance, and he can do that quite well. He's got a very good engine on him, has Conor Benn, and he's got, you know, very good stamina. And I think he's going to have to call on all of that stamina and that resistance in this fight. And for me, I think Conor Benn wins this one, unanimous decision. And one caveat I'll put on it will be that I think if Conor Benn is able to hurt, or to, you know, put Vargas down, or take Vargas out, get this job done inside the distance, I think that will really put a stamp on his name, and that would be really, really impressive if he's able to do that. That would be, for me, the most shocking outcome, if Conor Benn is able to get this guy out of there. But nonetheless, I expect Benn to impress and to win a hard-fought points decision unanimously on Saturday. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think there's going to be an upset? Do you think Vargas has got the capability to upset Conor Benn? Or do you, like me, just think this is a fight where it won't be a walkover, won't be a knockover job, but it will be a straightforward unanimous decision victory for Conor Benn? Maybe a bit hard fought. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Until next time, this is MKO Pugilism, over and out. Catch you on the next one.